Welcome back, everybody, to the 1987 Supermod. I'm Brad Drake. I'm your host, as always. And today, we are focusing on my save, the AWA save. And it is Spot Show time, everybody. It is Wednesday, the fourth week in October, 1987. We are cruising back to the Twin Cities area. But before we get there, we're going to stop off and do a little Spot Show in Bemidji, Minnesota. So let's go ahead and go to our main screen here. So this is going to be a 4,000 seat event. As you can see, our expected attendance is huge because our ticket pricing is cheap for these spot shows. But that doesn't matter. Remember, when we're doing these spot shows, the purpose is to get our talent some work, and these are usually fundraisers and stuff like that. So let's pretend that the school district in Bemidji is doing some kind of fundraiser, and we're cruising over there to give them a hand. So our event here is booked. We're good to go. Let's take a look at the other stuff and see if there's any backstage incidents or absent workers. All right, this looks like all protege stuff per usual. No problem. How does that protege stuff work, everybody? Does it actually do anything? I've been playing this game for years, but I never really paid attention. And we have absent workers. Let's take a look. Nothing that's going to hurt us for this show. Wednesday night seems to be a good night to run spot shows. So let's take a look at our card for this spot show and let's give it a rundown. Newcomer Wayne Bloom is going to face DJ Peterson in the opener. The Texas Hangmen are going to battle Kiniski and Rich. Debbie Combs is going to challenge Sherri Martel for the World Women's title. Rip Oliver is going to step in the ring against Greg Gagne. The Assassin and Steve Olsonoski are going to face Rosen Summers in our semi-main. And in the main event in Bemidji, the Iron Sheik is going to battle Sergeant Slaughter. Let's get to booking. All right, Bloom versus Peterson. Now, Wayne Bloom has been working in the area for Pro Wrestling America, but I doubt that his popularity is very high. So let's see what we get with him. I always liked Wayne Bloom. I thought he was a good worker. I thought him and Mike Enos made a pretty good tag team. He's a big, powerful dude, and this would actually be a decent match, Bloom and DJ Peterson. So we're booked. DJ Peterson's going to get the win. The Texas Hangmen versus Kiniski and Rich. Remember, Psycho is back after his injury. These spot shows are fun because we can do whatever we want on them. So there we go. We got Kiniski and Rich, and we got the Texas Hangmen. And remember, the Texas Hangmen are managed now by Don Carson. Like that, I just used the auto name. I keep going back to the screen here, folks. I can't remember the time allotted for all these matches. Spot show is a little bit different of a format. We're going to have the Texas Hangmen go over, and Psycho's going to get the win. And of course, they're going to go over by manager interference. So Don Carson is going to interfere to secure them the victory. We got Debbie Combs versus Sherri Martel. And this one, I believe, is a 14-minute bout. We'll double check. Yes, it is. So there is Debbie Combs. There's Sherri Martel. And I hate to do this, but we're going to have tomfoolery here for 2 matches in a row. But that's just the way it goes. So Sherri Martel is going to get the win. And of course, she's going to cheat to get the win. So there we go. Our next bout was going to be Rip Oliver versus Greg Gagne. We're going to leave that one open-ended, but I'm pretty sure we're going to see Greg Gagne get the win here. Greg Gagne was huge in Minnesota. But if he doesn't get the win, good for Rip Oliver. All right, so we are booked. Now we're on to the semi-main here. Remember, these are only 6-match cards. We got Assassin and Olsonoski, who have been teaming regularly. I can't remember if I put them in. No, we're going to, because they've been together for a long time already. So there we go. There's Olsonoski, and they're just going to be a unit for now. And we're not even going to give them a finisher. So they are added in the system now. So that's good. And we got to reboot this because it's not going to show the team. There we go. Versus Rose and Summers. We're going to leave that one open-ended. We got the potential for a lot of heels to get the win here on this card. So you know what that means when it comes to the main event. So 18, yep, the main event's going to be 25. And our main event is going to be the Iron Sheik versus Slaughter. And we're going to have Slaughter get the win. This will probably be a really good match. You like that? I almost put the terrorist in there. All right, Sergeant Slaughter with the victory. It's going to be an epic. And this, folks, is a nice little card. It's a nice little card for a spot show. We're going to sell this place out with 4,000 seats. It's a nice spot show here. So we have potential for a lot of heels to go over here, but we'll see how it works out. So let's go ahead and let's run the show. See, that opener is not bad. Bloom's got a real poor score for 26, but I'm sure that that's based on popularity. I don't have the chance to take a look at him here. Let's take a look at him when the show's done here. So very nice win for DJ Peterson, exactly what we want, exactly what the fans wanted. And we have the Texas Hangmen getting the win here, just as we set it up for. Don Carson interferes. So again, the popularity is not the greatest for these two teams, but it's going to get there. They're going to keep improving. All right, nice score. 63 for the ladies' match. I like it. So Sherri Martel gets the win after cheating. Of course, Gagne gets the victory. That's a nice score, 79 overall. Let's see if the dirt sheet tells us anything. It doesn't, so that's good. 83 for Olsonoski versus Rose and Summers. That's a real nice score here. Look at Buddy Rose pumping out that 90. Nice. See if there's any takeaways, if anybody's showing their age yet. They are not. Just Assassin and Olsonoski get penalized for inconsistency. And again, I'm not sure what that means or how to correct it. But we sold out the house here as expected in the Bemidji Events Center. As you can tell, I have a hard time pronouncing that, Bemidji. Even though I've been to Bemidji, it's been about 30 years, but I have been to Bemidji. I think we bought fishing poles there the last time I was there. Again, about 30 years ago, but I remember going there. All right, so we got a real nice score for that one, and I bet you this main event's going to tear the house down. 85 overall, solid. Solid. Sergeant Slaughter gets a solid win. Let's take a look at the bonuses here. There you go, good psychology. Well done. Well done. This is a solid spot show. Let's go ahead and finish it up. And of course, no popularity changes due to the fact that we're already in week 4. We've maxed out our popularity changes. We're going to go ahead and finish the show. It's going to take us back to the main screen. And we're going to look around a little bit here. We're going to take a look at Wayne Bloom. I'm going to change this back over to Tour, because that's what's coming next, as you know. We're back home in St. Paul. Paul Bosch has retired. Uh-oh, we loaned out Nick Bockwinkel. We loaned him out to Memphis, which was normal. That happened quite a bit this time period. Rocky Santana. How old is he here? 32. Okay. Let's take a look at our mail here. Yes, we know about that. DJ Peterson is tired. DJ Peterson is also working for Central States, and I'm going to assume that they're using him a lot. So let's take a look. Oh, he's being used in Memphis. That's right. He's on loan to Memphis. So Memphis has been using him quite a bit. That's cool. That gets him some work. He's got a nice overall record here. Good deal. Let's take a look at Wayne. Let's take a look at his popularity. Wow. Peterson's actually dropped in Mid-South. Southeast, he's gained the last 2 months. Southwest, he's gained. Touchy. It's touchy. Let's take a look at Wayne Bloom. See what kind of work he's been doing. I think he held a title or two in PWA, but he did not. I was incorrect. So he's still in his rookie year here. So he's done a lot of losing this year, which is expected. There's Derek Dukes, too. We also have to look into bringing him in. Tommy Jammer also wrestled for the AWA at a point. And let's see if we got a... I think we found a better picture for Tommy Jammer. Try to get that updated. All right, let's see what else is going on in the game world. WWF All-American Wrestling, San Martino, David San Martino is still there. The Extinction Agenda. They named a tag team the Extinction Agenda. Oh my goodness. Hey look, another assassin, but this one's Randy Colley, who was assassin number 3. So this is a pretty poor card. They only get a 64 overall, but All-American was not a premier television show, so that's understandable. Check out the Giant Series tour. Man, these shows are just stacked. Stacked. Oh, Fuchi's not tagging with Tiger Mask there. Sean Royal? Sean Royal ended up in All Japan here? Wow. Jerry Oates was an All Japan guy. That's understandable. Jerry Oates is a good wrestler. He's pushing 40 here. He and his brother were a good tag team. I added Jerry Oates into the game. Ted Oates was in the game already, but Jerry Oates was not, so I got him in the game. We may actually bring Jerry Oates in at one point. He did spend some time in the AWA. Kandori is going to fight. MMA, fair enough. Marcus Laurinaitis, the Terminator, is out hurt. Let's see what else is going on here. NWA Live Event Tour. Manny Fernandez defends the U.S. title on top. Big Bubba Rogers versus Bill Dundee. And those of you that are playing 7.0 already, you know that we got this schedule crap fixed. So the Crockett Promotions is actually running every show as an event because they don't have a pay-per-view deal yet. So if the person playing as Jim Crockett Promotions chooses to get a pay-per-view deal, that's on them. But the computer does not have one and won't have one, so it'll run regular events. So you'll actually see cards looking the way they actually looked back then. So we got that fixed for 7.0. For those of you that aren't familiar, I'm playing 6.0 in the save. I'm enjoying the save so much, I don't want to start a whole new save. So let's check out and see what the IWF did. Ooh, they got the... How old is Jerry Valiant here? 46. Okay. Got the Executioners wrestling singles matches here. They didn't do half bad either. John Callahan, trained by Killer Kowalski. All right, everybody. I think that's going to do it for us for this episode. A little bit shorter than usual, but it is a spot show episode, so that's no problem. All right, everybody. I hope you have a good day. Thanks for tuning in, and we're going to see you next time. And also, as usual, if you haven't done so already, please give us a like, share this episode with your friends. There are a lot of people that are fans of TEW that don't know that this mod exists. Let them know. Let's try to keep growing the brand here, keep getting this mod out there. I'm very proud of 7.0. I think it's the greatest mod ever made for TEW. And if anybody can dispute that, feel free to drop a comment below. But I don't think you can top the amount of historical accuracy work that's been put into the mod. And I do feel that it's the greatest mod ever made for TEW. If you want to dispute it, drop some comments below. I'll be more than happy to talk to you about it. But I don't think there's another mod out there with this much detail and information and historical accuracy. The wrestlers that were put in, hundreds of them, the events, the venues, the touring schedules are accurate. There's just so much that's been put into it, and I truly think it's the best mod ever made for TEW 2020. So please subscribe to our channel, help us continue to grow. And not last, but if you'd like to discuss this online, you can join us at facebook.com/groups/1987supermod. That's facebook.com/groups/1987supermod. And if you do not have version 7.0 and you would like version 7.0, please contact me at braddrake.net, and I will be more than happy to send you over the link to the Google Drive where you can download the database and picture pack for yourself. So once again, thanks everybody for tuning in, and we're going to see you tomorrow.